Well, good evening. Welcome. I'm your host, Robert Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypnoacuity, and Pure Liberation Television. Tonight is why does institutionalized education hinder your sovereign expansion? I never use personal growth, self help, or self improvement. I use sovereign expansion because it's uncontrolled by outside sources and it's unlimited inspiration within you. Institutionalized education is a subconscious representation keeping you in your comfort zone with unrealized apathy and camouflage limitations from your self inflicted boundaries. Because education, we built boundaries. If it's beyond the education into the intuition, we become a little bit. We become a little bit apprehensive about going beyond the boundaries of education. And education, the institutionalized education, is indoctrinated gossip because it's all secondhand information. And it's never written to expand you, it's written to control you. When you open up to understand that and you're open and willing to move beyond that and understand your intuition, imagination, and your natural nomadic talents, rise you above that. So I rose out of institutionalized education control. I give myself permission to understand, admit, and communicate away, staying inside the boundaries of institutionalized education to feel the flow of my enterprising energy, of my intuition, spirit, heart, soul, my unlimited utopia with a utopian prowess to wow me out of myself. See, all the stuff we're going through out there, it's a simple sentence. I liberate me from me. And all the stuff you blame on the outside world never occurs. It's all inside you. So, with institutionalized education, I instilled everything from outside sources, thinking the elected officials and business leaders today will do things for me to raise me. And I really come to the conclusion education, business, and our ancestor anchored enslaving mindsets will keep us in yesterday. And as I'm 68 years old today, the world today is the same as it was in 1955. We got different players, better technology, but we're still in the same recessions and this and that because we're waiting for the business mindset of the world and education to rise us, and all it does is move us sideways. Your intuition, innovation, uh, imagination, and your unique talents will rise you out of the boundaries of education. Education is good, never get me wrong, but education has subconscious mind, frozen in time representations, and everything beyond that puts you into the fears and I call it the fears and the crap of life because you're scared of your own talents. Everything you're afraid of in the real world, you're scared of your talents and you're scared of trusting yourself. And that's something I really opened up to. And then we listen to the media and the teachers and all this, and all it does is keep us stuck in the yuck of yesterday, really in the suck of yesterday, if you want to understand it and be honest with yourself with a nowality nerve, with a visionary veracity. Veracity is you'll never lie to yourself. And you know, something else I understand about institutionalized education and the business education of today, business has an enslaving mindset that thinks of thinking greedy, seedy larceny resemble yesteryear's doldrums. It keeps us locked and blocked and whole business first, business, business, business. Life is a people enterprise with an enterprising wisdom. You know, you can call them CEOs and everything, the president of the United States, but still, he's a person. You got to unwind your individualist internal savvy today because everything you want in your life will come from the magnetic scenarios of you magnetizing the universe with your wisdom, insight, clarity, talents, imagination, innovation, rising you to the liminal avenues of affluence. Liminals above the threshold of ourselves. So I rose out of the institutionalized education, servitude, vandalism that silently stole my sovereignty. That all died yesterday. And if you look at some of the things today, there's some really unsavory things out there, and it was all due to we was sold a bill of goods in the 90s. And I don't really want to get that political, but it's really uh, the free trade agreements. They were sold us a bill of goods on it. Trade's good, but when you give up everything for yourself, it isn't so good. But I rose out of institutionalized education servitude. They're always teaching us to serve somebody besides our dreams and talent. Stop serving your past. Stop serving to society. Open up to your dreamer's dexterity and have the forthright fortitude to tell the outside world, I'm the leader of my life. I lionize every day's audacity, dawning, enterprising wizardry to set yourself free. And institutionalized education is indoctrinated secondhand information from a silent governing organization of highbrow manipulators. When you open up to see who's manipulating the world and controlling it, you'll awaken to understand everything you learn from teachers, professors, and in the school system is what that governing society wanted us to know. If you want to control a society, you educate them and indoctrinate them with your philosophies. And if you really look at the college professors and the college educated, they have a better than thou attitude and egotistical, arrogant, with know-it-all irresponsibility. As my sovereign wise awakened, my here and now stopped being controlled by outside sources, accelerates my sassy sapient savvy, energizes my sunrise spirit. Heart wisdom, gut spunk that enterprises my brain Picasso to paint my subconscious scenery. I took the word mind out of my life. I use subconscious scenery because there's no frozen in time representations in scenery. In mind, it goes into memory right away. So I paint my subconscious scenery with pristine dreamer scenarios as I view the panorama scenery of my life's luxurious leisure as I feel and witness pure liberation, sovereign valor, politically incorrect inspiration, electrifying my frequencies of cowboy wisdom that rise people out of their yesterdays to enjoy today. As I forever rise of opulent optimism, experiencing my life of bountiful abundance, relaxing on my lazy boy of bountiful bliss, now and forevermore. I soar, a sovereign optimistic ardor, mirroring an eagle soaring over a river, flowing through a mountain valley, exhibiting a breathtaking view on a warm summer's day with all the flowers in full bloom, with a bright, bold, colorful celebrations, loving life, understanding life is a liberating invitation, fostering enterprising elegance, to dance through my veins of fame, feeling amazing magical energy, enlighten my life with my ingenuity and innovative talents. Thank you. But if you rise out of the institutionalized education, you'll rise of your dreamer's dexterity. I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson of Cowboy Wisdom, Hypnoacuity, Pure Liberation Television. My website's mycowboywisdom.com. My email is robert@mycowboywisdom.com. Email me. Let's have a conversation and see how we can expand the world and people of the world.